Hello, my name is Rachel and this is my channel, The Girl with the Pilates Mat. Welcome to today's class. So we're going to be doing a 20-minute session and today is all about clicking hips. So if you're someone that finds when you're doing some of your exercise, you're running, you're cycling, your Pilates, whatever it is, you're getting a clicking somewhere here in the front of your hips, that's what we're going to work on today. Before we begin, I just want to stress this is not for people who've had a hip replacement or have a severe injury of the hips. This is for those poppy, clicky hips, snapping hip syndrome it's sometimes called. Also is called dancer's hip, runner's hip. That's what we're going to work on today already. So if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, straight down onto the mat. And I want you lying on your back, but before you do, just check that your heels are directly in line with your sit bones. Okay, bring your feet in towards you and then make your way down onto the mat and find that neutral position of the pelvis. So we are going to be working the core today and we're thinking about stabilization. So trying to keep this part of the body still by really engaging all the muscles around here. This is to support those hips. Okay, so I'd like you to have your hands just resting across your lower abdominals. And let's start with 3 deep breaths, just to kind of tune ourselves in to engaging the core. So we're going to take a deep breath in, expanding the ribs out to the side. And then a long breath out, feeling your ribs closing, your tummy muscles drawing in and upwards towards those ribs. So deep breath in, long breath out. One more time, deep breath in. And long breath out. So let's start with lengthening the front of the hip. So I want you with your right leg to inhale and slide your right leg out. Exhale, draw the abdominals in and slide the leg back in. Very simple, but really attend to the details. Inhale, reaching out, keeping your core engaged, lengthening the front of the hip. Exhale, bringing it back, drawing the abdominals in. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, coming back. Last one. Inhale, reaching out. And exhale to come back. Let's go on to the left side. Inhale, reach that leg out. Exhale, coming back. So we're not moving in our pelvis. We're extending the leg from the hip, stretching that hip flexor. And exhale back. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out, returning to the start position. Inhale out, exhale back, and inhale out, and exhale back. Now back to the right leg, we're going to inhale, reaching out. Now as you exhale, I want you to turn the leg out from the very top of the hip, so you feel your bottom muscle working. You're drawing that leg back, and when the foot is level with the other one, you're going to return the knee so it's pointing up. So we inhale to extend, we exhale, rotate the leg, draw it back in, and then bring the knee back into position. 3 more times. Inhale, rotate, exhale, return. Inhale, rotate, exhale, return, and inhale, rotate, exhale, return, And let's go on to the left side, same idea. So we inhale, extend, exhale, rotate the leg out, draw it back in and realign that knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, rotate and draw everything back. Inhale, extend, exhale, rotate and come back. Inhale, extend, exhale, rotate and back. Last one. Inhale, extend, exhale, rotate and come on back. And then take your arms out to the side. So this is called the windscreen wiper. So your feet are staying more or less where they are, and you're just going to breathe in and let your knees go over to the right hand side. So you're going to feel that stretch, particularly across the left hip. All right, take a breath in, exhale, pull the tummy in first and then bring those legs up. Let's go the other way. So you're taking the legs over to your left, you're feeling that lovely stretch around the right hip. Take a breath in, exhale, return. Let's do it on one breath now. So we inhale right, exhale, return. Inhale left, exhale, return. Inhale right, exhale, return. Inhale left, exhale, return. Last two. Inhale right, exhale, return, and inhale left, exhale, return, and bring your hands down by your side, palms down, bring those feet in a little. So we're going to continue to stretch and lengthen the front, but activate and work the back. So you're going to take a deep breath in, you're going to exhale, we're tilting, and we're going to peel up into our bridge position. So you want as much tilt as you can. You're going for feeling the stretch in the front of those legs and hips, feeling the bottom muscles and the hamstrings really working to hold you there. Take a breath in, and then breathe out, slowly coming down through that spine, keeping that feeling of length for as long as you can through the front of the hips and back down. So deep breath in, exhale to tilt, peeling up. Think of leading the way with those hip bones straight up. Inhale. Exhale, relaxing the chest, coming down. Keep that feeling of length through the front of the body. Good, deep breath in. And exhale to tilt, peeling up. Inhale to hold, and exhale to come back down. 2 to go, deep breath in. Exhaling to tilt. And lifting up. Inhale to hold. And exhale to come back down. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale to tilt. And peel that spine up. Inhale to hold. And exhale. Slowly coming back down. And then I want you to just bring your knees over to the side and bring yourself up onto your elbow. Okay, we're going to have the bottom leg bent, top leg reaching out. Okay, now we're on the elbow because we want to work the core. If that's too much for you, you can do this whole exercise lying down on your side as an alternative. Okay, so from here, drawing the abdominals in, let's just rest this hand in front. And I want you to think of just raising the leg up and bringing it down. Now you don't want to feel it here on the front of the hip, you want to feel it more on the side. So adjust your leg so you can feel that as you lift. Okay, so for me, I go slightly back. It feels like slightly back, just so I want to work this side of the hip. And down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Now you're going to lift the leg up. You're going to flex the foot. And you're going to think of taking it back and slightly up. So think of going up towards the back corner of your room. Not too far, you don't want to arch your back. You just want to feel your bottom muscles working. So we're going up for 1 and down. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. And we're going to put those two together. So we're going to lower, lift, go up and back and to center. Down, up, back and center. Down, up, back and center. Down, up, back and center, and down and up and back and center. Bring that leg down, and then from there I want you to bend the knee, take hold of the foot and just take the leg back for a little stretch. Now if that's too much for you, you can just place the foot on the floor behind you and reach back. You're trying to get length and space through the hip. So whatever way feels good for you, foot on the floor or holding on. Okay? And if you can, upper half of the body, you're just going to gently turn away from that hip. So we're really extending that stretch through the front of the thigh and the hip area. Deep breath in. Exhale. And then we're going to bring that knee down and we're going to sit up in our mermaid position. Okay. And we're going to do a nice little hip release, which I've done before. I really love this one. So you're going to have the hand on the back of the pelvis like so. Okay, think of looking on the diagonal, so almost in line with this front knee. Okay, and then you're going to think of as if you're pushing the hip forward. So it's a little movement forward. You're going to feel the stretch here, and then you're going to draw it back. Think of lengthening the spine, but trying to get the sit bone down. Very difficult, even for me. All right, so we're going to go forward. We're going to draw back and down, but think length. Go forward. Go back and down. Go forward. Go back and down. And go forward. Go back and down. Reach this arm out. And let's have a little side stretch over. So just reach into a stretch. I want you to try and find the stretch through the front of that body. Okay, so for some, me included, it's good to slightly turn upwards. So you're kind of looking up and you will find that stretch will extend even further. Good. And then you're going to come back down. You're going to place both hands on the mat. Bring your elbows up and just find that little stretch there. Now I know this feels very twisty, but I want you to just step it out a little bit with your hands. And with this front hand, you're going to reach towards the other one. So you're going to think about the back arm, the elbow going down, the right hand sliding past it. We're trying to get a stretch through the back here, through this part of the back. Okay, so just stretch to wherever feels okay for you. And then slowly make your way up gently, gently. And let's go on to the other side. So you're either on your elbow or you're fully lying down. Bottom leg is bent, this leg is lengthened out. Be mindful you don't want the leg forward, we want the leg in line with the hips, you get that sense of length. Now let's lift up through here. Okay, and then we're going to lift it up and down, up and down, up and down. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Now lift to hip height, flex the foot and think of going back and up for 1. Working that bottom and 2 and 3, staying stable here, and 4 and 5. Now combination, we're going to go down, up, back, center, down, up, back, center, down, up, back, center, down, up, back, and center, and down, and up, and back, and center. You're going to bend the leg, either leave it on the floor, or if you want to, you can take hold of the top of the foot. I'm just going to stretch my hamstring, little cramp, there we go. And then we're going to reach back. And think of lifting through your side, finding that stretch at the front of your thigh. And if you can turn away from that leg. Good, now place that foot on the floor and gently bring yourself up to your mermaid position. So think we're going to go in this direction now towards this knee. So hand is on the back of the hip and think of just pressing that pelvis forward and then trying to get that sit bone down whilst feeling the length upwards through the spine. And forward and back and forward and back and forward and back. Last one, forward and back. Let's go into our little side stretch over. Those of you that want to increase the stretch can rotate upwards, looking up, feeling the stretch through the front of the body. Good. Well done, gently coming down. And then we're going to have our hands level with each other. We're going to come up and we're going to draw our shoulders down, tummy muscles in. It's a deep rotation of the spine. We're trying to stretch out this hip here. And then if you can, I want you to think of your front hand sliding past the back hand, going down, trying to get the stretch through that hip and that lower back area. One side always feels tighter than the other. Very good. Come on up, and I'm going to get you to roll onto your front. We're almost done. Okay, so just rest your head on your hands. And we're going to think about the legs. We're going to do our leg circles very small. We're emphasizing the backward movement. So we're going to lift the right leg up, take a circle out to the side and down. So we're going to go up, out and down, up, out and down, up, out and down, up, out and down, and up, out and down. Reverse that circle for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Other side. So lift the left leg up, take it down, out and up, down, out and up, down, out and up, down, out and up. One more, down, out and up. Reverse that circle for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Well done. And then from there, we're going to take our hands underneath. We're going to bring ourselves up. And we're just about done. So we're going to tuck the toes under. Bring those hands back. Think of tummy muscles in. And then pushing up. Lowering those heels. Stretching out. And then bending the knees. Walking the hands back. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale slowly. Coming all the way up. Drawing the shoulders down. And there you go. That is your class for today, everyone. So thank you very much indeed for joining me. Don't forget to press that like button. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. And do leave me a comment and let me know how that session was for you. What we worked on today, to recap, was Pilates for clicking hips. So we worked on lengthening the front of the hip, not working the front of the hip, but working the other muscles that get less used. So that's the side, the back, the lower back, and of course the core, all of which will help that feeling that you get, that clicking feeling. It's often coming from weakness in other muscles. So you're overworking here, not working hard enough with the other muscles. So we try to do a little bit of rebalancing today. So if that's something that does affect you, then this is one for you to put into your weekly program. No matter what else you do in your week, please make sure that you do this at least once, ideally twice, to keep everything feeling nice and smooth and mobile. All right, so thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Well done, everyone. I am still here because this is a live stream as well as a class. So if you have any questions about today's exercises or about your hips in relation to your Pilates practice, now is the time. I'm going to be online for the next 5 to 10 minutes. So do send a message. I shall leave Boo to sleep and I'm going to come up to the camera. Excuse me. Okay, let me refocus for you so you can see me okay. There we are. All right, so let me know how it was for you. I think there was about 60, looking at it, almost 70 people did class today live. And out of those 70, we have people in America, Canada, Spain, UK. Yes, I think that's it. Oh, and Brighton. A neighbour's just come on. Hello, Oriental Rose, Jasmine, lovely to see you. Okay, so let's have a look at our questions. Do pop them in the chat. I'm just going to go from the top of the chat. Hello to number 1 on the chat today, Brunch with the Bradleys. Hello to you, lovely to see you. Hello to Cheryl from Virginia. Lovely to see you, Cheryl. Hello to Martine de Kerpel. Hi Martine, really nice to see you here today. Hello to, excuse me, Veronica Samantha. Nice to see you, Veronica. Veronica says, how did you know? I've been searching online for snapping hip syndrome solutions. It has gotten worse since I had ankle avulsion fracture and subsequent therapy. Okay, Veronica, well, look, I hope you enjoyed the session today. Just as a kind of brief overview for you, excuse me, snapping hip syndrome it often affects people that are walking a lot, running a lot, doing things in the forward motion. Yeah, so that's cycling, anything where your legs are propulsing forward. It can also come from sitting down a lot. So if you're someone that does have it, you want to try and sit down less because sitting down shortens or the muscles on the front of the hip and things get very tight. And so today's class was about working with the syndrome and doing things that will benefit and make things easier. So because it's about tightness in the front of the hip, what we did was we did movements to lengthen out the front of the hip, not to work it at all, to work the back of the hip and the side of the hip. So Doing things with these muscles, and all of these, as well as your core, will really benefit the issues you've got going on here. So that was the theory. And Pilates is always about conditioning the body. So as a Pilates instructor, or a certified Pilates instructor indeed, that I am, when someone would come to me with a particular issue, you'd be looking at how to improve it by either strengthening, stretching, mobilizing, or creating flexibility. So it's always within that sort of range you're looking at, and you're looking at what to do. And often the hip flexors can be very overworked, and they can also be overworked if you've not got a good balance between strength in the front, the back, and the side of the hip. So what we did today was we didn't work the front, we just worked the back and the side. That was why you were doing those particular exercises today. So I hope that kind of made sense to you. And I have a little issue with my right hip, and I do notice even today how much harder it is doing those exercises on my right side with my right hip muscles as opposed to the left. Very, very different. But definitely, if this is something that you have, such as Veronica here, the lovely Veronica, you want to think of really kind of stepping up these movements to kind of get the other areas of the hip working better, because then that clickiness will really reduce. And the other thing is, if you're doing any other Pilates classes or Pilates classes with me indeed, really think about your range of motion. If you've got a hip that's clicking, you don't want to be forcing it into a big range of motion. You want to be really conservative with it and work more on the core and stability. Yeah, so you don't take it and let it go click, click, click. You bring it in, you reduce the range so you don't hear the clicking, or it's really minimal. That way it's almost like oiling an engine. You're oiling the joint, you're getting the synovial fluid going, and you're easing everything. And that's the idea, that's what we want to be doing, okay? A lot of people think when you've got a clicky hip, it means you've got to work your hips harder. No. Absolutely not. You've actually got to work the other areas of the hips harder. So not the front of the hips, the side and the back. Anyway, going down. So Veronica, I hope that felt good for you. June Kowalczyk, lovely to see you, June. June's over in Canada. Lovely to see you. June says, looking forward to this video as I have clicking in my right hip. Always looking for exercises to help and strengthen. So remember, June, it's length we're looking for in the front. So we want to really release the hip. So that's gentle mobility like we did today, and then those gentle stretches of the front of the hip. Lily Mars, lovely to see you, Lily. I know you're over in Spain. I hope you're doing well over there. I hope it's not too hot today. That's superb to see you, and as you can see, the delightful Boo is in her usual position, fast asleep. Hello to, Cheryl, you're chatting to Lily, I can see, that's lovely. I'll let you chat away about the ukulele, which sounds wonderful. Marion Wilk says, my right hip hurts so bad, I can't wait for that class. Well, let me know how you feel now, Marion. Kim B, good morning to you, Kim. Lovely to see you. Good morning to Marina Clarick. Lovely to see you as well, Marina. Marina says, it looks like a nice and relaxing start to the week. Yes, hopefully that was relaxing for you. Sally Lucas. Hello, Sally. Lovely to see you today. Sally says, hi, Rachel. I haven't been able to chat for a long while. I've been working with you 3 hours. I'm 74. I only do intermediate. I feel so strong and healthy. Thank you, Sally. I love that. Thank you so much. Lovely to hear from you, and well done. I'm so proud of you doing intermediate level. That's what I like to hear. Age is no barrier. As I always say, age is no barrier. It's all about working our way up to that level of fitness and then maintaining it, which Sally is doing wonderfully well. So well done, Sally. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Patty Smith says, good morning, dear Rachel. I will do this workout a little later. Thank you for always being there for us. As you know, I've been with you for a long time. I know, Patty, and I'm so delighted to hear from you today. Thank you for your lovely message, and I really hope you enjoy this session later. Lily Mars says, that felt good. Nice stretch in the back too. Yeah, with that stretch was on the, what they call the quadratus lumborum, which can get tight on a lot of people and can get very twingy, especially if you do gardening. That area of the back, it's kind of the area between the sort of the pelvis and the rib cage. So yes, nice deep stretch there. Glad you enjoyed it, Lily. Thanks for sharing. Cheryl in Virginia says, I don't have clicking hips yet, but those stretches felt absolutely wonderful. Thank you. You're very welcome. And as always, thank you for mentioning that, Cheryl. All my sessions, they are suitable for you, whether you have the particular issue or not, because Pilates is always about body conditioning. It is low impact on the joints. Today, those of you who know your exercise terms, we did mostly today, nearly all today, apart from one exercise, I think, open chain, what they call open chain exercises. So open chain means there's no weight at the end, there's no heavy weight on the hip. So those, for example, when we were lying on our side, we were lifting our leg up, but we weren't adding weights or resistance or anything to that because we wanted to get the hip moving. We didn't want to put it under any strain. Okay, so for anyone who's got clicky hips, think about that open chain work like leg circles, etc. Very, very good for that. Jasmine says, hi Rachel and Pilatesers. That's a good name, I like that. I did all of this with you at your pace today. I was in the flow. Thank you. Oh, that's lovely to hear. Thank you, Jasmine. Lovely to see you today. Super duper. Carla La Bombard. Morning to you, Carla. Over in Long Island. She says, good morning everyone, great session Rachel, hope everyone has a great way, and what a perfect way to start Monday. Well, I wish you all the same. I hope you have a great day and a great week, in fact. Stephanie Langton, hello to you Stephanie, really good to see you today. Stephanie says, great workout, thank you, that felt very good. I'm delighted to hear that. Thank you for sharing, Stephanie. Martin de Kerpel says, there was indeed no clicking. I moved my leg further back in Mermaid for more stretch. Thank you. Brilliant. I'm so glad to hear that, Martin. Thank you for sharing. Jewel9121 says, excellent. Thank you very much. You're very welcome, Jewel. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for your message. Cheryl in Virginia, oh, you're chatting to Lily, right? I shall ignore your little chats about the ukulele. Although I love to hear that. One day we need to see Lily playing her ukulele, I think. Jeanette, hello Jeanette, lovely to see you today. Jeanette says, hello, what a lovely feeling to know we are all exercising together. Really good to stretch the hip that way. I do find I get cramp in my feet with my foot pointed though. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome, Jeanette. Lovely to see you. Jeanette, did I mention before about the, I'm just trying to find my ball. Oh, here it is. Getting yourself a little ball. You could even use a dog ball, tennis ball to stretch out the bottom of your feet. Pointy toes, for a lot of women as they get older, can create cramp in the feet. So it's really important to stretch your feet out. So if you think of this as a foot, you want to have your foot on and roll up and down and side to side and just stretch out all the bottom of your feet. I do have a lovely video you can do called Treat Your Feet, which is one I would recommend. And if it's something that's common for you, Jeanette, something that happens to you quite a lot, then I would do the foot video, try and do that a couple of times a week, and just check that you're getting enough water because sometimes it can be dehydration. As well, there are other issues that can come into that, but generally it's just that the feet need stretching. So I would have a look at that video when you get the chance. JC, you're very welcome. Monica, hello, thank you very much for the lovely messages. Martine de Kerpel says, I did the leg circle on the back, now on my right side with no clicking at all. Brilliant. So it's another way you can do your leg circles. If you do have quite a lot of problems in the front of the hip, you can do the leg circles lying on your front and just going up, out and round. What that will emphasize is the strengthening work in all the gluteal muscles. And the stronger your glutes are, the less you're going to get problems with the front of your hip. So that's the other thing to think about. It's always about balancing everything, you know. It's a bit sort of yin and yang in some ways. You know, if you're getting a tightness or a strain in a certain area of your body, it probably means that area is overworking and other areas are not working as hard as they might. So it's all about rebalancing. But it sounds like you're all doing very, very well. June Kowalczyk said, this felt wonderful, saving to do weekly. Won't be here for the next 2 weeks because I'm off to Rome, Florence and Paris for husband's 75th birthday. Excited. Bringing my Pilates band with me. June, what a wonderful trip you've got coming up. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time and do wish your husband a very happy 75th birthday from me. Europe, you're going to love it. I know you've been here before. It'll be wonderful and you're coming at a really good time of year. September's always gorgeous in Europe, I think. Jasmine says, I'm starting jazz, musical theatre and ballet classes soon. I'm excited for this. I hope I don't click too much in dance classes. My back. But I'm looking forward to starting them. That sounds wonderful, Jasmine. The thing to remember is if you're going to be doing any kind of dance classes and ballet classes is to do your Pilates as well, because that will support your body through doing those classes, which can be tougher on the body. But the important thing is you're doing what you enjoy. So just keep that Pilates going and I'm sure you will have a wonderful, wonderful time. I like to do my Pilates the day before and the day after a dance class because I find it just helps rebalance everything. But look, I hope you have a wonderful time in your classes. Who else have we got today? We've got Robin. Hello, Robin at Newcombe. Robin is in Zurich. Robin says, hi, Rachel. I couldn't join the live, but Mondays lately seem to be a bit of a time problem for me to do the lives, but I will do this tomorrow. The chats seem to be very positive, so looking forward to it. I will have a wonderful time when you do it tomorrow, Robin. Kerwin has just put up the foot video for anyone who's interested. There's the link in the live chat. And Marion Wilt says, I love the spiral stretch. It feels so good. This twist, this stretch, please do more of it. A combination of Pilates and spiral dynamics. You're very welcome indeed, Marion. Yes, so if your spine is healthy, as in you don't have any kind of osteoporosis, rotating the spine, twisting the spine. I love the way you describe it, Marion, spiral dynamics. That sense of the spiral. Yeah, because a lot of our muscles and tendons kind of work in a spiral way through the body. It's really interesting actually, if you ever look at a body without the skin on, the way the muscles work. It's really fascinating. But that kind of rotation and spiral that brings the stretch kind of diagonally across the body, really good. And often we will have a problem, for example, with one hip on, say, this side, and it affects your shoulder on the other side. So it's very important to kind of use that spinal work. And of course we do that in Pilates, but I completely take your point, Marion, that we need to do more. So we will definitely look at doing that. Jeanette, you're very welcome. Yes, do give that class a go, see how you go. June says, this class shows how important stretching is. Just did some standing hip circles, no clicking. How brilliant is that, everyone? So there you go, all in one session, the clicking is gone. So it's just one of those things to note it to yourself, that if this really felt good, and as June has said, and Marion, there's a real difference just after one session. You know that this is something that would be good for you to do on a weekly basis. All right, so remember with Pilates, it is body conditioning exercise, but sometimes certain parts of our body need a little bit more help. And that's only because we all have body patterns, ways of working, ways of standing, ways of sitting, ways of gardening, whatever it might be. And our body gets into a certain kind of position or way of being. So we're always trying to unravel all of that and keep it moving as fluidly and as comfortably as possible. That's what we're all about, okay? So that's it for today. A little reminder, I'm going to be back on Friday live. And I'm just trying to remember what I'm doing on Friday. On Friday, I'm doing another request because today was a request and Friday was a request too. And that was a knee-friendly Pilates session with a resistance band. So we're going to be doing resistance band Pilates on Friday, but it's going to be knee-friendly. So there's going to be a mix of things that don't put pressure on your knees, but also things that will strengthen all the muscles around your knees without causing you any pain. So if you're someone that has stiff knees, clicky knees maybe, a little bit of arthritis, maybe you've had some knee issues and you're a runner or a dancer, it'll be a really good session for you, okay? And also our playlist started today. This was day one of this week's playlist. So if you haven't looked at it already, go and have a look in the playlist section or indeed the homepage of my channel. You will see the September playlist. This is from September week 2. All right, so look after yourselves, everyone. Remember, I have a new video out on Wednesday as well, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. So take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day and a beautiful week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.